Welcome to the Collective Minds podcast.
Never fucking had it.
Shut. No way.
Oh, never fucking
No
had it.
way.
Like, Austin, you trying to tell something else right now?
As humans, everybody lives in the same reality. You know, we could all be in the same room together, but we perceive it differently.
All that experience, all that emotions, all the things that happen in that one life is boiled down to what we call instinct. And that's the only thing we can bring over to the next life.
You unbehave, you'll be canceled.
Coincidence? Coincidence? Coincidence. There cannot be three.
Their worlds, their energy, you know. So, anyways,
That's
there's
what
something
this
more
is.
to this.
That's what this is. This isn't, I mean, there's obviously a god and a devil, or whatever you want to call it. There's good and bad. And these people have obviously found a home, right, in the bad. And the new ones that are coming up, right? I mean, I'm sure it's a club, and certain people, there's different layers and pillars of it. And people off the street, you know, who are able to do, it's kind of like getting jumped into a gang. We're able to help feed these people in this way, get brought up a little bit. And I don't know, maybe all of a sudden they're magically really good at dancing or singing, or their bank account gets filled. You know what I mean? It just, something is happening that is getting these people to believe in it because it's real to them. And that's the problem. And I just saw a video, I like this one, that the fallen angels, right? You keep seeing all these celebrities and how there's pictures of people that look just like them from hundreds of years ago. And that these celebrities are actually part of the fallen angels, which is a third of all the angels that had came down. And the angels in the Bible used to be referenced as stars, right? But you go to, you know, LA, that's the city of angels. Hollywood, you know, Hollywood stars. The Hollywood has to do with the like the magic wands. It was a holly tree that they used to make it out of. So the magic there. And then stars. And they're idols, and people worship them, and that's
All
exactly.
of them, they influence us, and
Yes. And
we used to follow the stars. Sorry to interrupt you, but
Go ahead.
No, I'm sure you know what I'm saying. But the ships used to navigate based off of following the stars, and then a third of the stars came down, and now we are idolizing and influenced by, once again, the stars.
What did the wise men follow to find Jesus?
3 stars, right?
Right. Yeah.
Or was it? No, it was 1 star. 3 wise men, 1 star. The one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's crazy when you look at it like that, and it makes sense. I mean, it's like, is it far out there? There's so many points to it, but it's very interesting because even if that's not true, you can see how obviously it's a ritualistic, like, propaganda right there. Like, that is what they are doing. That's why they call them stars. That's why it's based in, you know, Hollywood. I mean,
many
it's
parallels. Your famous line is coincidence. You know, 3 coincidences. No, it cannot be coincidences. At a certain point, you have to accept that there is truth to this. I mean, look at American Horror Story. They did a whole season on, or maybe it was just an episode, but I remember a specific episode where there was vampires, and they were like drinking blood, and once you do, you have the germ, you're infected, you have to continue to consume, but that blood, once you consume it like gives you the ultimate inspiration. And so like musicians become these amazing musicians, writers become, you know, totally inspired, and they write these amazing works as quick as possible. And then what happens is, if you stop drinking the blood, all of a sudden you come down, you feel like shit, all of a sudden you stop performing as well, and so you almost have to continue feeding into it. Plus you go through extreme withdrawals, and that's another thing we don't really even talk about. Okay, you're doing adrenochrome, it's a drug, it supposedly is the wonder drug. What's the come down like? You know, it's like you cut these people off. Remember when Celine Dion came out? She looked like skin and bones. Johnny Depp looked like he was a freaking crackhead all of a sudden.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, they all just like went overnight.
I remember her specifically about live streaming from her, you know, giant multi-million-dollar mansion, just freaking out, dude, because
And
she had to
was-
be locked in there for 2 weeks.
And that was right around the time that Trump started busting all the freaking pedophile rings and COVID all
Right
of a sudden
after.
sprung up. Yep. All
Right
of a sudden,
after.
all these people are aging overnight, looking horrific. Look at P.
Mhm.
Diddy. You know, there's that guy who came out and said, I was his, like, blood boy or whatever.
Yeah, yep.
Kept him young, and then all of a sudden P. Diddy goes to prison. He's got gray hair. He looks like shit. I know people can dye their hair, but
hmm
come on.
Or stop dyeing their hair. MGK and Megan Fox, when they had their weird blood ritual wedding thing, they were like putting each other's blood in vials and carrying it around. It's
you
right in front of our faces.
That's right. Did you see the video of Lady Gaga that just came out, and she was like, has like embedded horns in her, you know, like around her face. Maybe it was just a makeup thing, but her face is all deformed and like horned looking. And then she came out dressed as like a cherub, or I think it's cherub, or what is it? The Sephir, whatever. She looks like one of those feathery angel demon things. And then it shows her at one of her performances. She's like banging away on the drums, and there's a chick standing over her, freaking gagging herself and puking on Lady Gaga, and she's just like,
What? Yeah,
you
it's.
see that? Oh my god!
I haven't seen it, but I mean, all of her stuff is something like that. One thing I want to point out, because I trying to jog my memory here, I was just talking about it. So with the whole celebrities, the angels, fallen angels and everything, right? What do all these people do? In magazines, in front of you, you know, certain little hand signs, they do the triangle over one eye, right? Well, in the Bible, there's many depictions of certain kinds of angels looking like a giant eye, or thousands of eyes together.
That's right.
Just another coincidence.
That's right.
The all-seeing eye.
Yep, the Eastern Star, the what was it, Lucifer, the morning star, you know? Yeah.
And what they used to say was the millionaires don't believe in, is it astrology? But the billionaires do.
That's right.
Yeah, there's something they know, and I think it's the same stuff we know. There's just so many people out here these days that have been propagandized and or hurt from, you know, the church. And I'm not a big fan of, you know, the giant church. I think God is in you and in your home. I don't think you have to actually go around a bunch of strangers and to prove that. I think that's part of the system working against us. But a lot of people, oh, this happened to me when I was a child, and so I don't believe anymore. I refuse to believe. But they do. The people at the top that are doing all this, that are bombing Iran, that are making your housing market twice what it should be, ruining your dollar, opening the borders, those people believe. So what do they know that you don't?
Well, and you always got to look at the date and the time when these major bombings and whatever exposure events take place, because it's always done on some kind of, we find out later, oh my God, look at the dots connected perfectly and it landed on this specific day where we're honoring Moloch or something like that. It's like, yeah, there is definitely something to it, because there's so many events that have a significance to them, you know, whether it, you know, with our world and the spiritual side, that it's not an accident. And I think there is a mass awakening that's happening right now, for the better and for the worst, because like when you and I both like first had our minds blown with the conspiracies and started going down the rabbit hole, it is a painful process of like filtering out truth from fiction and like just, you know, wrapping your mind around the fact that things aren't the way we see, the way they seem. And I think nothing's brought me closer to Jesus than the world today. You know,
Absolutely.
You see evil and good all around you, but there's a lot of people who are waking up right now who don't know up from down, and so they're believing fucking anything. And that's what this video was initially about. Is it true or is it not true? I don't know. But a lot of people just believe it because their mind's blown.
Well, and you always follow your gut. I know that some people have it a lot stronger than others, but if you feel like it should be a certain way and you can't really put your finger on it, something's telling you that. Your intuition is real, and I really wish that the majority of people would go back to that. Just when you know something and you're like, I don't know how I know it, and then you see it actually come to fruition, and you're like, what? You know, pay attention to that. That's something telling you something, and it's A lot of times it's real.